2019 Ducati Diavel 1260 First Ride. The Ducati Diavel is a mirror. Cruiser riders will see a beefy power cruiser capable of comfortably blasting down the highways with a passenger on the back, easily passing just about anything on the road with a little twist of the throttle, and they're right. Aggressive riders who see a 159 claimed horsepower roadster ready to get low in the canyons and challenge some sport bikes? They're right too. Comfortable and versatile ergonomics pair with high-performance components like Ducati's incredible 1,262 cubic centimeters Testastretta DVT engine to make the 2019 Diavel SA bike that you can ride any way you want, at almost any skill level. This bike is an absolute beast, but that doesn't mean it's untamable. 3 ride modes, each customizable, allow riders to change up the ride, get as much or little of the traction control, throttle response, wheelie control, and quickshifter as they want. Sport mode is the most responsive with the least rider rate intervention. Touring smooths out throttle response without limiting power, and reins in the wheelies, and urban mode limits power output to 100 horsepower with smoother throttle response, as well as maxed out wheelie control, traction control, and ABS. The modes can be customized on the bike but will reset when the motorcycle cycles power. The alternative is to build and save custom setups on the app, which Ducati promises will be available shortly. Ergonomics on the new Diavel 1260 are similar to those of previous years, but with a little more handlebar pullback. Mid-mount controls allow you to weight the foot pegs and position your body when cornering aggressively. Aiding this cause is the large, comfortable seat, which is welcoming when you want to plant yourself there and gets narrower toward the front, allowing a lot of freedom of movement. The overall design is unmistakably Diavel, but sleeker and more refined than previous years, highlighting some of the 1260's more striking features. There are fewer plastic pieces, leaving a clearer view of the engine and chassis. A shorter muffler ends before the rear wheel, allowing a clear view of the cast 17-inch rear rim and the Pirelli Diablo Rosso 3 tire specially developed for this bike. The engine has been moved rearward in the frame 60 mm for more equal weight distribution. Rear turn signals that previously stuck out of the bodywork are now flush and smooth under the seat. Front indicators are a long LED light blade like the ones utilized on new Autos, a cool benefit of having the German carmaker as Ducati's parent company. Passenger security and comfort have been addressed through the addition of a retractable handle that extends from the rear of the passenger seat, a surprisingly good-looking and functional addition that will surely help convince many riders' significant others to get on board with their desired purchase. Ducati claims the S model made up roughly 80% of ex-Diavel sales, so that variant will now be produced in higher numbers. This also explains why this is the model available for us to test. This model year, the S designation moves beyond the mostly aesthetic upgrades of previous years and is now aimed to be more representative of the true Ducati S sport-inspired nomenclature. To that end, a 48mm fully adjustable Öhlins fork and fully adjustable Öhlins monoshock grace the top model. Base bikes get Marzocchi components, a 50mm adjustable unit up front and two-way adjustable monoshock at the rear. While both come equipped with dual front 320mm brake discs, the S model gets M50 Brembo calipers and a PR16/19 master cylinder, compared to the base model's M4.32 calipers and PR18/19 master. The Diavel S model's standard quickshifter was a little rough in operation before we altered our technique. Best performance came upshifting above 6,000 RPM and downshifting below 4,000. And while we simply used the clutch for up and downshifts outside of these parameters, other DQS-equipped bikes like the Multistrada have worked better. From the first Diavel, Ducati has done a good job on chassis dynamics within the confines of the cruiser-like design. The fat 240mm rear tire and low-slung nature are strikes against cornering competence, but careful design and tuning, not to mention the specially developed tires, result in good handling and a comfortable ride. In a straight line, small bumps are eaten without a hiccup and larger ones are sucked up in style. Could the large, well-shaped seat be helping here too? Bottom line is that it's a comfortable bike for cruising. As the road takes a turn, that controlled bump absorption translates into a motorcycle that stays on your chosen line. You know you hit the big bumps, for example, but your arc is unchanged. Hanging off a bit, sport bike style, allowed me to ride even more aggressively, and the Diavel S handled it with composure. Braking performance was mostly excellent, with good feel and consistent operation, though the power of the system is such that you can surprise yourself with too much bike from not much lever effort. That is, if you were used to the lever effort of typical American cruisers, these sport bike grade brakes may take some adaptation on your part. Of course, Bosch Cornering ABS Evo is here to help with lean-sensitive anti-lock. The 1,262 cubic centimeters test-strutted DVT V-twins desmodromic variable valve timing increases low-end torque and reduces emissions with reduced valve overlap at low speeds. It also makes for smooth, precise throttle response. Then, as revs rise, increased overlap boosts output by allowing the engine to breathe better. The result is power is ready at the crack of the throttle, but smooth and never unwieldy, like a trained elephant that will shake your hand but could squish you in an instant. There was only one point in the ride, in sport mode, when I felt some unusual pulsing while holding steady throttle on a straight, flat road, but it smoothed out quickly and wasn't felt again. Overall, the engine character and performance make it unlike any cruiser on the market. It's torquey without being a torque monster, really coming to life around 6,000 RPM and singing all the way to its 9,000 RPM redline. On the engine topic, it's worth talking about service intervals and valve inspections because Ducati has done good work in extending these far beyond its own previous intervals and also beyond that of some of the competition. There was a time when inspections and potential valve adjustments were more frequent, but these days, after the break-in inspection, the Diavel's first oil change is at 12 months or 9,000 miles, and the major service with valve inspection service doesn't occur until 18,000 miles.
Thanks for watching. Drop a like, leave a comment, and don't forget to subscribe to watch more videos like this.